Good morning, YouTube and YTPC. I just wanted to show you some upgrades in the shed of Serenity, which is coming along nicely for Christmas. Got a little Christmas wreath there, or crumbs or whatever you call it, and can't see the lights, but just put batteries in there. See them? And in the shed of Serenity, several changes. There's a Christmas tree. Got the fire going. Got this old Cadbury's musical tin for Christmas. All kinds of stuff that you sometimes throw out, you can keep. Even my slippers. These slippers, my wife said we'll throw them out because they're all splitting and getting holes in them. I said no, I'll keep them, as a reserve pair. And actually I'm going to keep them in the shed. Shed slippers. We have ignored slippers in our discussions about, smoking a pipe, so I will come on to a special edition about slippers. But these are my official shed slippers now. That's the draft thing I've put up, just an old sack to break up the draft. A little bit of draft is good because it's going to blow the smoke out to the vents at the back of the shed. And got one of these very inexpensive flags, which I could put up on the flagpole, but I put it in my shed. It's great fun, I tell you. Prince Albert I jarred up, and now his tin is in here in its rightful place as a decoration. And I forgot the cat. I'll have to put him away at some point, the Halloween cat. They always hide up, don't they, cats, when you're after them, Got these little lights here. Let's close the door, you can probably see it much better that way. There we are, you see? They're little Christmas trees in a bottle. See? And got a pipe there with still smoking some of that cult blood red moon in a general pipe, because I've in a couple of days not with my tobacco, taking a rest, but now I can start again. Great. And I got 2 lanterns here, one over here, and all my other paraphernalia, the tins and everything I've shown you before. They're all up there, reminding me of the fun of collecting them. And here's something really interesting, So I figured I'd get a beamer. So this is I think it's called Video Sonic. I'll leave a link if anyone's interested. This is one of the smallest portable beamers, and they come down a lot in price, so you can get sort of $100 to $150 or something like that. something like this. And there's my fireplace, which is I was actually going to put a white screen up, but I'm just beaming it on the wood, the black wood of the shed, and it's perfect. And has sound on this beamer as well. Probably hear the crackling going on there. So it's getting cozier and cozier and cozier. Just to give it nice atmosphere. Of course, I've got my little fire here, which actually blows up warm air. So that too. Now this is actually a Netflix film of a fireplace, and you say, well, why not use one of the thousands of YouTube ambience videos, especially the Christmas ones, and I haven't been able to get them work at this point. This little device has Wi-Fi, and this is actually doing it all itself from the Wi-Fi in the house, so I could watch Netflix films here. So Netflix is really working well, and I have found an app to connect me to YouTube with this device, but for some reason it didn't want to upload and actually play videos, so I'm trying to sort that out. It does have an HDMI socket, so I think it may solve the problem with that. I have to then couple my iPhone to it. At the moment it's completely independent with this Netflix, but YouTube I may have to go to that solution. We'll have to see. But you know, I think this is really great. You know, I've got radio, but now I've got actually probably all kinds of TV, and there's quite a few apps for like BBC and all kinds of other things which seem to work with this thing. But that Netflix works. It's really fantastic. So let's put this stand down for a second. So here we are, all snug as a bug in a rug, which is how you should be in the shed. I decided not to get a coffee machine. I think you know, that's going a bit far, because what I'll do is have a thermos flask with coffee or tea in it. You know, that's the most sensible way to do it. Got my reserve bottle of bourbon back there to warm me up if it gets really frosty. So far in Switzerland it's on the brink of going sub-zero. It's about 2 or 3, 4, 5 degrees. But in the morning it's right on the brink of giving frosts, and that always happens around mid-November. So that's the first drop, and then mid or late December there's a second drop which goes, you know, permanently sub-zero in the Alps and those regions, and here it just goes lightly sort of 0 to -5 or something. It's actually a great thing to just knock off smoking for a couple of days and then come to a nice aromatic, and your flavour and your detection of all those beautiful flavours, tobacco and topping, are much heightened, you know. So I usually do that you know, 2 or 3 weeks of the month, 1 or 2 days off, you know. Only thing I haven't got is a footstool, so I'm using old tubs of fertilizer or bird feed to put my feet on at the moment, but well, that's good enough, isn't it, really? That's the wonderful thing about a shed, you know, you can, with the simplest stuff and all kinds of stuff you were going to throw away, you can use it, and it's perfect, you know. You don't have to spend really much money at all, really. I generally have everything electric, little lamps and lights and everything. I've got this little candle over here, this little Christmas decoration. I bought this on the market in Basel, you know, some years ago, just to give it a bit of atmosphere. It's slowly getting started here in Switzerland. They're more conservative, so most people do it sometime in December, but there's increasing number who start a bit early in sort of mid-November towards end of November, you know. Got a few decorations in the house, and I'll put a Christmas flag up as well, Merry Christmas, you know, just to spread the cheer. Great idea of good old Charlie Bogut of Boynton to give Eddie at Pipe Nook a bit of a help there with all those ridiculous stuff about, you know, PayPal and you know, I'm sure he'll find a solution, but I bought a pipe and I'll just send the dollars in an envelope to him, you know. Got to keep them going, you know, the brick and mortars, and you know, even the big guys, I think, you know, Cuppa Joe's and that, I'm going to do a video about some stuff I got from them, because where would we be without them all, you know, we need them all really, but particularly the specialists and, you know, brick and mortars, they need the help probably the most, you know. Well, anyone who hasn't tried Cult Blood Red Moon, you should do it. It's really top notch. It's powerful aromatic. It's not overdone. It's not too overly topped, and sort of the cherry is lovely with a kiss of vanilla around it. And it's absolutely exquisite, I think. It's a funny thing, I haven't actually smoked that many cherry aromatics, which you think was always the classic one that when you start, and the tobacconist will say, "Well, try this cherry aromatic with vanilla or whatever." But I think if they're rightly balanced, they're really sweet and sour, isn't it, with the cherry, and it's quite delicious, really. It's amazing what you can do just with a power cable, just with one of those roll-out cables. Best to get the outdoor quality, that the insulation won't perish with the frost and snow. But if you do that, you know, you're made. Once you've got power in your shed, you can do all kinds of things, you know. Anyway, didn't want to make it a long one, just to show you I'm trying to make progress and getting ever perfectly set for when I do probably most of my videos in the shed over winter. Oh, I didn't show you that. Just in case I get an intruder or something like that, you know, it's always good to be ready, you know. Got my K-bar here, nicely sharpened and handy, just in case, you know. But it's also a handy knife to have for all the garden stuff I have to do. Well, you all have a lovely Saturday and enjoy yourselves. Take a nice break over the weekend and keep warm and keep snug. Take care, everyone. Cheers. Bye-bye.